Hello, friends and neighbors. Bill Fox here again. Actually, this was something I wrote that's prescient. I wrote this a few days before the abysmal non-decision from the Supreme Court. This one had to do with something a little bit different. So, December 8th, the court decided not to take the case about transgender. So, as I said, it's not Dred Scott versus Sanford, it's not Plessy versus Ferguson, it's not Roe v. Wade. Cases that are controversial that were at least two of the three most people would agree were evil. The third, I believe, is the most evil, but of course half the country doesn't look at it that way. So the idea is to just ignore these issues and maybe they'll go away. So that issue had to do with biological boys calling themselves girls and feeling freely having access to a girls' restroom. So by this inaction, the court sided with the insanity of gender identity, the crazies who think gender is a choice. It's not. Sex is binary. You're male or female. There's a tiny fraction of mutations we call hermaphrodites, but they're really actually not even that. They're pseudo-hermaphrodites, where they have both sex organs. But we're dealing with insane people pushing an insane notion. You see, biology is really quite clear, even if politically correct people don't see it that way. There's no good to come from letting biological boys with a penis enter a girl's bathroom, and there's no good to come from chopping off body parts or pumping children with hormones. And there's no good to come from biological males calling themselves girls, allowing to compete in female sports events, then win all those events. For decades, women fought for the right to participate in sports, and now this absurdity is allowed to destroy everything these women fought for. So today, the sad part is that this may be the prelude to perhaps an even bigger fail if Scotus fails to seriously examine the 2020 election fiasco. And that's, in fact, what happened. All three of Trump's Supreme Court nominees put their head in the sands. And I said, if the same forces of insanity and evil are given a pass due to the court's failure to take this controversial stand, it may indeed mean that the entire American experiment may be coming to an unceremonious end. Not with a bang, but with a whimper. But I don't think that whimper will last that long, because physics tells us things like nature abhors a vacuum, and that for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. Well, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a reaction. And that reaction will, in all likelihood, be a really big bang. When the inaction of the court and bad court decisions leads to elections where half the country or more no longer trust the outcome, and thus a divided nation begins to tear itself apart. When half the people no longer trust the system, what else is left but civil discord, civil war?